This is Molly Gallagher, Radnor Township's Public Information Officer. Welcome to the Radnor Township Finance Department Spotlight. We are excited to bring you behind the scenes of the Finance Department found on the second floor right here at the Municipal Building on Ivan Avenue in Wayne. This window might look familiar to you as it's used by residents who wish to make utility, sewer, and tax payments in person. The payment window is open daily from 8 to 4 and we welcome you to stop by anytime. Let's head on in to chat with Finance Director Bob Tate about the services offered by the Finance Department. Hi there, Bob. Thank you for having us today and showing us around your department. How many folks do you have working back here?
Well, finance as a whole, and not everyone's in this department specifically. We have 8 full-time and 5 part-time folks in total. So that includes information technology, which is downstairs, and our part-time switchboard people.
Okay, great.
So, but the bulk of us are up here.
Okay, awesome. Do you mind giving us a sneak peek?
Of course,
okay,
yeah.
Thanks.
Take a quick look around.
Okay, good.
So right here, Ben Cooper, he's our revenue accountant. Ben's here. He's been with the township going on 11 years, excuse me, and greets and services residents who come to the window, making payments. So Ben's the man that people see when they first walk in the door and need help from finance.
I'm the face.
He's the face, yes. And over in here, Amy Lacey, our Assistant Finance Director. Amy's been with us going on 23 years. Thank you, Amy.
Hello. Thank you, Amy.
Back here in this office is Mary Lou Nepshield. Mary Lou handles payroll and HR for active and retired employees, soup to nuts. Mary Lou's been with the township going on 15 years.
Good morning.
And over here, Melissa Kahn. Now, Melissa's been with the township going on 26 years. Melissa's title is Administrative Coordinator. I'll get into that a little later because that really covers a lot of important areas. A new one, which, by the way, just came on, a new function that started this year. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Jeanette just joined us in January, but comes from another township with about 25 years experience? 20.
Yeah.
And Jeanette is our expense accountant, handling all accounts payable and fixed assets. So we're happy to have Jeanette on board, brand new this year.
Okay, Bob, thanks again for having us.
Sure.
You have a great gang out there.
Thank you.
How long
Very lucky.
have you been here at Radnor Township, and especially in the role of director?
My 10th year, started in early 2012 as a consultant, and I went full-time in May of 2012. So I'm coming into my 10th year. Started as assistant finance director and moved into the finance director role a year and a half ago.
Okay, great. That's quite a time to take on the promotion. How has it been going for you?
Thanks to this team that I inherited, and thanks to the previous director and the administration, I mean, this is a great group. I'm very lucky, and it's been going very well. Coming into this in the midst of COVID, navigating through COVID, my staff did a tremendous job. No sooner were we shutting down and people going home in March of 2020, and people are saying, well, I'm coming back in next week because we got to do this, we got to do this. We just made it work, and without skipping a beat, and with the support of the manager and the board, I mean, we were able to do what we had to do safely and provide services, as well as all of our other departments, similarly. But I have a great team that was able to balance the work at home and work from the office and get the job done.
Okay, that's wonderful to hear because I know the finance department really is the hub, the engine of what keeps our township going. It encompasses information technology, it encompasses HR. Can you talk to us a little bit about the services offered by the finance department and really what makes your department an invaluable part of Radnor Township?
Sure. We truly are a service organization. We service other departments as well as servicing the public, the residents, the businesses, and it's multifaceted. There are so many different components. As you mentioned, the IT is not just information technology, but it's also the facility services. We have one full-timer, Bob Hale, and one part-timer, and Bob's been with us about 15 years, and gentleman Steve Giancristoforo, who probably not overstating it, but I call him a legend in Delaware County. He's been around for a long time. supporting many municipalities and police departments. Having the two of them as a team, as well as an outside third-party company to help with our systems and our safety and our IT infrastructure, is just invaluable. Bob does a great job. The IT component is critical to our operations, and he keeps everything running, keeps it all up and working. And in addition, you mentioned payroll and HR. It's a part of finance, but it is a critical function. We met Mary Lou, again, 15 years with us, and Mary Lou handles payroll and benefits for all of our active employees, as well as pensions and benefits for all of our retired employees. Doesn't skip a beat, from soup to nuts, does everything involved, handles the phone calls as they come in, changes people want to make, whether it's in their payroll or their savings accounts or in their HSA or whatever it is. She really has taken the ball and run with it. I oversee it. I do get involved with collective bargaining agreements and some of the insurance renewals, but Mary Lou has really taken it on and just does it so well. Very, very thankful to have her in that role. I also want to mention finance covers the switchboard operations comes under finance. Two wonderful part-time folks, Mary and Yvonne, who share the duties downstairs so that when someone calls from the outside, you always have a friendly voice saying, hello, well, Radnor Township, can I help you? We really try to avoid the automated systems and putting people on hold, and it's a nightmare. So I'm thankful to have those folks. And Michelle, with the help of Ruth Meyer, who's come along with Michelle from another township, they're just a tremendous resource in servicing the business community. They're here every day, whether it's via phone, set up a meeting, come in, answer questions, help people fill out their tax forms. If they have questions about how the tax applies, how to fill out the form, they're here full-time, and it's a full service operation. Where they're situated, their office, we've been using that space for the finance department just in the past year. Before that, finance only had the one window where Ben sits. With Michelle's arrival and with Ruth coming with her, the two of them have that space dedicated just for Act 511. It's their own service window, so they can help business owners with any questions, again, via phone, call, make an appointment, come in, and help with anything to do with business tax filing and the whole service. They're just a wonderful group to have.
And when will the business tax packages be available?
Sure. First, the tax packages. They will be available between February 15th and the end of the month. They're typically prepared around the third or fourth week and put together and ready to go out the door.
Bob, pivoting away from business tax services, can you share with us a bit of the financial services for residents that your department is primarily responsible for?
Sure. In terms of services, when I think of the residents, what comes to mind is police, the public works, with trash pickup, snow removal, all the cleanup throughout the township, our parks and recreation, our open space, all of the amenities and services that a resident, comes to enjoy when they live here. Finance we are the back engine to help support those departments and in what they do. From the financial perspective, in a very broad sense, finance is the accounting and reporting for all revenues and expenses. So whether it's real estate tax, utility billing, which is stormwater and sewer, we are a customer service to the residents with respect to those charges, those fees, those taxes. Ben's at the front window servicing people every day, whether by phone or in person, helping people, answering questions about those bills. Our job in finance is to properly account for all of that, as well as our fixed assets and our leases, and we manage our debt and our bond issues. There's many pieces of this puzzle that come together that lead up to the end of the year, the financial audit, and producing our comprehensive annual financial report. And then there's a whole budgeting process. So all of these pieces work together so that we are prudent and fiscally responsible and stewards of taxpayer dollars throughout the entire process. so that we can effectively ensure that what residents pay in taxes and fees and charges translates into services and improvements and betterments throughout the community. Finance is in charge of keeping track of all of that, properly accounting for it, reporting on it. Everything is out there on the website. It's accessible. I know for some folks it might be hard to navigate, get used to. For me, sometimes it is. But the fact is, if you can't find it, you give us a call. We're here to help and answer questions and service those folks as best we can.
Okay, great. So we just published the 2021 Radnor Township financial recap.
Yes.
How did it go all in all for Radnor Township?
2021, very happy with our results. Again, through the leadership of the manager and our department heads, everyone here is, we take it seriously. We have fun, but we take what we do seriously, and I think everyone gives their best efforts. And so on the revenue side, we came in ahead of target. A lot of credit goes to the Act 511, the business taxes, the real estate transfer taxes. Economic activity was good in 2021, which helped our budget as well. Number two, the expenses, we were in line with our expenses. There was nothing crazy out of line or over budget. We were able to hold the line there. And then thirdly, the stimulus money from the federal government, the American Recovery Plan Act, ARPA for short. We got our first installment of June of 2021. Our second installment comes in June of this year. That did help. All those factors together is helping to bring our fund balance. Some people might say it's great. As a numbers guy, it's acceptable. We want to keep going better and improving and making that fund balance as healthy as it can be so that we can weather, God forbid, when the next storm comes. That's how we got through COVID and the pandemic. We had a very healthy fund balance. There was no need to raise taxes. We haven't raised taxes. Even we had the reassessment from Delaware County. The board did not raise taxes. And thankfully, we have fund balance to help carry us through these difficult times and get us back and rebounding. So all in all, it was a great recovery year from the pandemic.
That's wonderful. And in addition to not raising taxes, we were able to hang on to staff. We didn't go through any layoffs or furloughs.
Thank God.
Thank God, which as a staff member, thank you for that.
Yes. Yes, thank you to the board.
Bob, how can residents pay real estate taxes this year?
Yes. Many ways. You can come in person, pay here at the Township Building, cash, check, credit card. You can mail your payment in, gets here, gets posted, or there is an online option. There's a couple steps from our website to go through and to register so that you have your account with the Township and you can make payments online. Again, it's multiple steps. You need to know your folio number for your property. And for utility billing, you need to know your account number. So not everybody has that information handy. Please just call the office, call here, ask for Ben. I think I've mentioned Ben's name multiple times. Ben's the guy you got to call, and he can help you through. And he's also very technically savvy. And the process has to be done from home by the individual homeowner to set up their account. We can't do it for them. So they have to set it up. Ben can help navigate anyone through that process. And once it's set up, you can pay your taxes and utility bills online.
Bob, that is real estate taxes.
Yes.
Folks are often interested in learning more about the sewer bill and the stormwater fee.
Yes.
Can you share with us some information about when to expect that bill?
Yes. So that is a consolidated bill. It's dated April 1st and typically goes out the first week of April, and that's due by May 31st. The sewer, the rate did change for 2022. Stormwater is unchanged.
Okay, great. Tell me about some accomplishments you're particularly proud of since taking the helm as director here at Radnor.
Oh, sure. I think coming through in the midst of the pandemic, I'm most proud of the team here and how they were able to pivot and adapt to the environment, working from home and coming into the office. Not only that, and we all had to do that, but over and above that, I was able to promote Amy to Assistant Finance Director. And Amy is just, I mean, with her years of experience, her knowledge, her institutional knowledge, she just has been overseeing total revenue and expense, processing and reporting. Amy has taken on additional responsibilities as it relates to the business insurance. Every other person in my department, we've adjusted their job description. Ben has taken on additional duties. Mary Lou has taken on more and more of the HR. And Melissa, which we haven't touched on, I mean, Melissa really has a plate full of responsibilities. A significant change that just occurred this beginning of this year.
Yes, she was promoted to the Sustainability and Grant Coordinator position. So that will include working with our various green teams and just helping green initiatives across the
Correct.
township.
And I'll just clarify, that's a function, it's not a job by itself. The board adopted a plan last year. We didn't have it funded in the budget, but the manager, we worked it out and we found a way to, and through Melissa's, willingness and cooperation, we adjusted her job duties as well, spread some things around, and Melissa said, I'll be happy to do that. In addition to the Sustainability and Grant Coordinator, Melissa was always involved with grants for the township. Procuring the grant, administration, reporting for grants. I also want to touch on, Melissa is our right to know officer. Melissa handles all bids and contracts and RFPs. Melissa is our project manager for our entire Munis software system. So I think what I'm most proudest is just the team that's here, their continued dedication and support of Radnor Township and their willingness to adapt and take on the responsibilities. And I'm happy to just recognize their accomplishments and with Amy being promoted, we're building our team from within, bringing a couple of new folks to help round things out. It's been really nice. And Melissa taking on sustainability and grant piece of this is a direction we can move in and seek out clean energy and green energy initiatives. So it's exciting. So I'm really just proud of the team. I really am. They do great work, and the results come out in the financial reports and everything that we do.
Thank you, Bob, for sharing your time with us today
Sure.
and your team. For those who don't know, your group is one of the most fun here at the township. There are lots of laughs that go on every single day, and you all are one of the reasons that Radnor Township is one of the best places to live and work on the main line.
That's great. We're happy to be here. It's a great place. We take our work seriously. We don't take ourselves seriously. We kind of roll. And but when it comes time to get the job done, this team steps up. I'm very happy to have this group as part of the finance department. And yeah, it is fun. We work hard, we play hard, and it's all good.
That's great.
So
Thank you for all you do, and we'll see you next time, Radnor.